Today I'm taking a look at the FNIRSI battery tester. Okay, so here's the tester. We've got an accessory box. Oh, that's interesting. So instead of having to hold the probes and the battery in your hand, we've actually got this guy, so this can hold the battery for us. That's kind of fancy. Got some thumb nuts, and we can use that to slide forward and backward to accommodate different size batteries. That's nice. So especially if you gotta test a lot of batteries, this is going to be a very handy tool to have. And we got something else. Here we got some fancy boy probes, and they're even textured on the top. That is pretty nice. So we do have instructions. It says this can handle up to a 100-volt DC battery and 200 ohms of resistance. It can be set to automatically detect the range. Tests at 1 kilohertz, and it has a 1000 milliamp hour lithium battery. So pretty good looking tool. We got a soft plastic here on the side. We have our USB-C charging port there. We have our probe point there on the top. And we have got our navigation buttons there on the front. It does that rubber feet here on the back, and it even has a hanging point. So if we want to take that thing and throw it on the wall hook, we can do that. And that's nice. We do actually have a kickstand on the back. So we got a charging cable. It's USB-A to USB-C. And we got our testing probes, and they appear to have nice thick cables on them. Very important if you're handling high amperage batteries. It actually has a pretty decent length on that cable as well. So if you reach to a battery or something like that, you can do that with this. So I am most curious about this guy. So we're just going to line up that notch with the peg on that barrel. Pushes in, and then it locks in place. Okay. Fairly responsive, that's good. All right, and that actually boots up nice and quick. I really like that display on there as well. Okay, so this does have kind of a plunger on it, so you can push that guy in and just make contact. So we are actually fairly well charged. It says we got 4.08 volts and we got 19.4 milliohms. With a lithium ion battery, you want to have 20 milliohms or lower. The more resistance you have means that the less power can actually run through the battery. So if you have a high discharge item, maybe you have a really powerful flashlight, something like that, you might not get all the performance out of it if you have a high ohm battery. So that's cool. I like that it tells us both the voltage as well as the ohms on the same screen. And I also appreciate I can just quickly take my batteries, measure them out, find out if it's good, throw it away if it's bad, and just knock out a whole bunch of batteries all at once. So this thing actually kind of makes the tool. You can't see on here, it is labeled negative here, positive on there, so you always want to make sure that you're putting the positive side toward the positive mark. So if we look close, we can see we can adjust the voltage or the ohms range, and now we just hit right. So right now we're at 20 milliohms, 200 milliohms, 2 milliohms, and back to 20 milliohms. I'm just going to keep that at auto. And for voltage, we got 1, 10, 100, and auto. There's really no reason to keep this on anything but auto unless you have a hard time seeing where the decimal place is. But I do appreciate the intuitiveness of this. Like, it's a fairly easy to use tool. So it does have the capacity to export data to a computer. So if you're going through a bunch of batteries and you don't want to have to remember everything, I guess it'd be good if you need to automate ordering batteries, something like that. Like if you're going through just a ton of batteries, this could be a useful option. We have voltage and resistance calibration, and we have sorting mode. So this will tell us without even having to read the numbers on there whether or not the battery is good or bad. So it says to press and hold the, looks like a Windows button with a play. So we got sorting mode, history records, voltage calibration, resistance calibration, volume setting, time setting, brightness setting, language, auto power off, factory defaults. Okay, so let's go to sorting mode. So 4.5 is going to be a full pass. 3 volts is going to be a full fail. So that's very simple for an 18650. These are rated for 3.7 volts. And we can set our pass ohms and our fail ohms right there. Alright, so we had a green light, so this guy has passed. So yeah, if you want to go through a ton of batteries, you can do that without even having to read anything. So very nice. So now I'm going to play around and try to figure out something that I am unfamiliar with. So here I've got a big DeWalt battery. This basically has a bunch of these 18650s inside of it. So I suspect that it's going to be reading the resistance of the entire pack. Okay, so we are reading about 20.5 volts and about 50 milliohms. So yes, that is reading the resistance across the entire pack. Now that's something that's pretty interesting because that's something that I've not really been able to do without this tool. Now again, the reason that's important is because if it's a high draw tool, something like a circular saw, this can help me to identify why that tool might not be getting it to full power. So that is very cool. So yeah, overall, that is a very neat tool.